In this video, we're going to talk about the first piece of assessment in Introduction to Law, and that is your professional legal portfolio. So, what is a portfolio? Well, you may have heard of these referred to as e-portfolios before, although today we just call them portfolios. A portfolio is a way of tracking your progress, of setting goals, and of presenting yourself to employers. It's a key part of your professional identity, and in some ways it resembles the sort of CV that you may have done in the past, but it's kind of a CV on steroids. It's got extra bits in there. It's got things that are more about who you are and where you're going than just about your experiences. Now, to remain competitive and employable in the current day, we have to go beyond grades. Of course, employers all want good grades, we know that. But they're also fairly suspicious if good grades are all that you have. And the portfolio provides a way of collecting evidence of the other abilities that you have and curating that evidence. And we talk about curation in the same way that a museum might talk about curating an exhibit. It's about presenting the artifacts of your achievements in a particular order, in a particular way, and using particular text. So when you think about when you go to an exhibit at a museum, the curation is the process that leads you through that exhibit and tells you what things mean or what they're there for. So one of the key things you do with a portfolio is you collect evidence of your achievements. And this is often digital evidence, and you connect those in. So we will create for each of you a portfolio on Google Docs, Google Apps for Education. And there'll be videos on how to access those and so on, but there'll be a template created for each of those. Now, having a look at the example portfolio that's online, you'll be able to see the sort of thing we're looking for here. We're only looking for the basics at the moment. We're looking for you to set up the basics of your portfolio, and of course you'll be able to expand this as time goes on, and you'll be able to keep this once you leave CQU as well. Once you've graduated, you will still have the Google Apps for Education account, which will be nice. So this is a fictional one that we've set up, and you can see at the top there's some personal details, some contact details, there's the description of qualifications, and the next section is about key capabilities. So any of your experiences, any of the artifacts you've had, and remember the assignments that you complete could also become artifacts that you could slot into here as you go, or evidence of work experience, or so on or so forth. They can all come in here, but the important part of curation is saying what they mean. Not just saying, I did X number of hours of volunteer work, saying, well, this volunteer work means that this is what I can do. These are the sorts of things that I can achieve. There are some other sections in here on career aims, work history, your ethos. The template will give you lots more bits to fill in. Now these are things that are just for the basics. Of course you're going to evolve this and change this as time goes on, but it's going to give you a good solid basic portfolio that will be useful for employability, at least at the start of your career. So we're going to talk about this more in class, but this video is just to get the basics here, to get the ideas going. There's also going to be extra videos here about how to customize these pages. You might want to break this up and put it into sub-pages so it reads more clearly. That'll be good. And you'll also be required to create one video because we want to make sure that you know how to create and upload a video. So I think you'll find this is going to be a really useful tool for you. It's really good in terms of professional development, in terms of being able to keep track of where you've been, where you're going, and so on. But it's also something that employers tell us is extremely valuable and extremely useful when it comes to employing graduates. Okay, we'll talk about this more as the weeks go by, but I think we've got the basics here now.